So at this point, you're probably a beginner on YouTube, wanting to learn how to create financial freedom for yourself and make money online, but you just learned too much information. I mean, yeah, YouTube University is great, but what good is the information if you don't know and you're indecisive on which route is best for you? Let alone, you have a whole bunch of side hustles that you can start with YouTube, but you're still confused. Well, in this video, I want to explain and clarify so you can feel confident and have reassurance about which route is best for you to make money online with YouTube. And this is not going to be any type of fluff that you've heard somewhere else. These are principles that I've actually applied that help me earn over 6 figures online using social media. So listen very closely, okay? These are the easiest ways to make money online with YouTube. Now, principle number 1 is you need to understand that you need to obsess over their problems more than your problem. Let that sink in. Let it marinate a little bit. Here's the thing. Obsessing over someone else's problem is always going to pay you in the long term. Let me explain. McDonald's introduced disposable food packaging. Like, not too long ago, fast food restaurants did not give paper wrappers, paper bags, paper napkins, paper cups, like plastic straws. Like, they gave silverware. Isn't that crazy? Now, I wasn't alive during that time, but I found out McDonald's was one of the first restaurants to adopt that and make it widespread. They literally obsessed over other people's problems. Hey, fast food should be easily accessible, but also easily disposable. And now look, every single fast food restaurant gives you disposable items. But you wouldn't have known how helpful that would have been unless you lived during the time where you actually had to turn in the silverware, turn in the glass plate, turn in the glass cup or the plastic cup. Obsessing over people's problems makes you make money long term. Now, here's how we can do this with YouTube. You need to watch how other YouTubers obsess over other people's problems. This is one of the easiest ways for you to have clarity on how you're going to help people. I'm not here to tell you that one way is the only way, like most people tell you to create an ebook or create a course. I'm here to tell you that YouTube is a community platform. Therefore, when you help people and obsess over their problems, they obsess over watching you. And you already know YouTube monetization exists, but you also need to understand that because YouTube is a community platform, it's also best for you to have a community on the side that you can obviously monetize by giving even more help by obsessing over your viewers, your problems that you've had in the past, which are going to turn into your viewers because they're going to relate to you and literally obsess over their problems. One of the ways that I do this, because I'm not always in a problem solving mindset, especially going on day-to-day life and working a full-time job, but I watch other people who are like me, passionate about creating YouTube, creating content, helping people get started with making money online. I watch them obsess over other people's problems and I get inspiration from that. And that helps me put out my experience through my YouTube videos. And now I'm obsessed over your problems because I literally obsess over your problems by watching other people. Okay, so watch other people that can solve the problem just like you. Maybe you're a mechanic and you know how to solve people's problems with their cars, but you don't know how to do it on YouTube. And you're struggling knowing how you're going to help people do it. So watch another mechanic who's successful on YouTube, do it, and then put your own twist on it. Principle number 2 is you need to create a system that gives you data. This is very, very, very underrated. Most people are going to tell you to create something from AI, create it from scratch, just ask AI. And even though it's a great tool, it's not a replacement of you. This is exactly why you watch me. I'm a human. I'm not AI. Okay, this is exactly why you watch other YouTubers that are real, because AI is just a source of information. It can only repeat what it's been fed. Okay, it can only repeat what it's been taught. But human experience is a little bit different. Here's how. I want you to imagine Apple. Now, we all know Apple made the iPhone, but Apple blew up from innovation, not from invention. Apple made the iPhone. They made this whole device that has a keyboard that we can use with a touchscreen. But before that was the BlackBerry, and it had keys that you press. They didn't create the first phone. They created the iPhone. They literally changed the trajectory of a phone and created their own version of it. All right. In the same way, when you look at wireless headphones, Apple did not make the first wireless headphones, but they did make AirPods. The things that you can charge in your pocket that you put in your ear that used to look like Q-tips, but everybody and their mother has them now. You see how they don't invent, but they innovate? Here's another example. You have something from Apple like, let's say, the Apple Pencil, right? The Apple Pencil, is literally a higher tech stylus, all right? But they're not the first company to create a stylus, but they are the first company to create a stylus that has so many features that's compatible with their device. A stylus is literally just something like a plastic pen in essence, but the Apple Pencil, I'm able to go from pencil to eraser by double tapping, right? And it has sensors inside of it. And it has motion sensors inside of it so it can show up differently on the screen like a real pencil. That is innovation. It's taking something from level 1 to level 8 or to level 10. So you need to make sure that you create a system that gives you data, because you're not going to invent anything, but you are going to innovate. And the way this looks like on YouTube is very simple. You just want to create a freebie in exchange for crucial information. I believe the best way for you to do this is to have an online community on a platform, and you literally just ask people, what are they struggling with, and what's their biggest goal, and what's their email. Therefore, you're getting the data that's important to them, their goal, their struggle, and a contact point. So you can understand moving forward, the people that are in your community are struggling with this specific problem. This is a little hack, and I really shouldn't be even saying this on a video like this, because I give this away in my community, in my Passion to Profit community. But the struggles that I say in the beginning of my intro, like you're a beginner, you've watched too much info and you're figuring out different side hustles, those are all data points from my people who have joined my free community in the Passion to Profit community. So having data helps you have leverage so you can innovate instead of reinvent. Now, principle number 3 is the most important of all, because it's the glue to everything, especially if you want to make money online with YouTube. And that's to design what they desire to their pain. Let me give you a clear example. You literally just want to be the Netflix to Blockbuster. Blockbuster was great in its days, but we have tablets and laptops and fast speed internet and hotspots. Like, nobody goes to Blockbuster anymore. Laptops don't even come with CD readers anymore or DVD readers anymore. We stream our movies, and Netflix was a company that did deliver DVDs, but they discovered a loophole. They discovered that if you already have the device, then we can be able to have you stream it from our computers, from wherever they are at, and be able to watch your movie instantly. Just imagine that. And you can watch as many as you need or many as you want. You get that? So you need to be the Netflix to their Blockbuster. All right. Blockbuster was great, but it caused its own problem. It has to be open. You have to be able to choose what movie you want inside the store. You don't get instant access to all of these different movies. You have to return the DVD before you get the other DVD. All right. And by designing what they desire to their pain, this means your videos need to challenge beliefs by giving value. You see how I'm showing you principles that make sense? This literally has you thinking in a different perspective, in a whole different paradigm, because when you go from what you're used to, being a beginner, being confused by watching a lot of information and trying different side hustles, you're just thinking, you may be thinking about the ebooks and the courses that people tell you to create with AI, but it's really deeper than that, because if you want to make money on YouTube and sustain it and have it for a long time and literally not have to depend on one source of income like a 9-to-5, you need to understand that it's not about just selling something called digital products. It's about your videos challenging beliefs. When you challenge beliefs, people's brains are going to become unlocked. You know, like, for example, if you were skilled in cars, you could easily tell people, hey, fixing a car is not rocket science. It's literally knowing how to identify a problem and knowing what the problem is and what to do to fix it. Brain surgery is a little bit different. You have to worry about the medication that the person is already on. You have to worry about the things that they had already gone through. You have to go through an MRI scan, or you have to go through med school for this many years. A car is a little bit different. You can learn a car and how to fix a car through YouTube videos. You can learn that this noise is this problem immediately. That's what good mechanics do. Or if I was an online fitness coach, I would tell people, hey, if you want to lose weight and build muscle, then cut back on the carbs, have less sugars, eat more protein, and lift weights. Those are principles that I'm showing my audience on how to get a specific result. Videos challenge beliefs. The second thing that that happens when you design what they desire to their pain is your freebie changes their identity. You see, when I, in my Passion to Profit community, when I ask what's your biggest goal and what's your struggle in order for you to get inside the free community, I'm asking you that so I can get data on how to best help the people who join my community. This allows me to not only help you specifically with the things that you're struggling with, but to also create videos for those who are struggling with it also that aren't part of the community yet. So it does two things for me. You understand? The more you help and obsess over people's problems, the more you'll get paid, because who's really listening to something? Like, most people create content for themselves and just hope that they're making money online. But when you solve a problem from people's data that they're struggling with, then you actually have something to build on because they have already admitted what they're struggling with. Okay. The last thing that it does is your program. All right. Your program gives them your blueprint. You could literally have an online program that they pay. All right. And get access to you for. And this is going to help you build financial freedom. This is what I call freedom money, because even though you're making videos and you can get monetized on YouTube, even though you have a freebie to get data so you can attract the community that literally has a specific problem, off of that data that they enter, you could build a program that you could charge money for off of the things that they're struggling with and give them more access to you. This allows you to make a lot more money in a short amount of time. This is exactly what I did when I was an online fitness coach, and I was making $3,000 to $4,000 in my first 3 to 4 months as an online fitness coach, because I was literally giving exclusive access to my students, maybe about twice a week for 1 hour a day, and being able to give them specific advice, and they got amazing results. But it was because I gave them exclusive access off of the data they already let me know they're struggling with and the videos that I uploaded that allowed them to change their perspective about how easy it is for them to get a specific result. Hopefully all that made sense. If it did, let me know in the comment section down below if you still like these style of videos. And don't forget to watch this next video, because if you liked this and it made sense, then this video that's popping up right now is going to help you even more. I'll see you in that video. I'm out. Peace.